Feeling stuck. Sometimes I feel a little stuck, and like what to share doesn't come easily. The inspiration is hard to find. Sometimes my clarity and focus just isn't there. I'm sure that this happens to everyone at different points in time in their lives, but I wanted to share what I do because it can be really hard. It's mentally draining, it's emotionally taxing. Physically, we kind of start to feel just tired, or even some like fatigue and pain coming from this place of stress. Like feeling stuck is stress to us in many ways. So I want to share. Generally, I don't let myself stay stuck very long. A day or two, maybe, of feeling that way before I know that in order to do my work, I have to find a way to move through it. I acknowledge the feelings because there aren't really good feelings or bad feelings, good emotions or bad emotions. They're just feelings and emotions and things that happen. It's attaching these connotations to it that make it harder for us. So I acknowledge the feelings, but then I realize that I need to make changes or I'll stay feeling stuck, and then I can't help anybody. We can't help anybody when we're stuck. So first I want to talk about thoughts. And I kind of alluded to this just a second ago, but what we think is so powerful. You've probably heard the saying, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And there is truth to that. Our thoughts are not who we are, but often we let them decide what we can be, how we show up, and what we're capable of. Our thoughts take over, and then we listen to them. Usually when I feel stuck or uninspired, it's because my thoughts are telling me things, telling me that maybe I'm not good enough, or some other thing that gets me frustrated, like this will never work, or why waste your time, or any number of things. And that gets me frustrated. And then frustration prevents me from taking action. And that is where this feeling of being stuck comes from, because I don't know what to do next because I'm listening to these thoughts in my head. So for that reason, using affirmations is influential in helping us choose new thoughts. I have a choice. I am in charge. My thoughts are not me. You have a choice. Your thoughts are not you. You can make a choice. So in consciously choosing new thoughts, that's where this idea of expressing that I'm in charge, I'm creating experiences based on the thoughts that I'm having, and the thoughts that I'm having are ones that I choose to have, okay? It does help us find more motivation when we can think uplifting, inspiring things. I can create a new, more motivational, inspirational, positive experience by changing my thoughts. And one way to do that is through affirmations, to support myself in finding that space to say to some of the things that are going on up here that are holding me back. So here's a few other things that I do to help myself move forward or move toward more positive mindset overall versus staying in that place of stuck. So the first thing is to set intentions. So what is my mission or purpose behind doing the thing that I feel stuck about? If I don't have a mission or a purpose, I don't have an intention for doing it, why am I doing it? What is the purpose of it in my life? So for example, it could be going to the gym. You feel like you don't want to. You're feeling unmotivated, not inspired, but what is the intention behind going to the gym? What do I want to get out of that? And that's where setting your intention becomes important and helpful, because then we can say, why am I doing this? Oh yeah, because I want fill in the blank, and the way to get that is to go to the gym. Meditation, of course. Sometimes this is a guided session. Sometimes it's listening to calming focus music to just let my mind wander and release some of these overwhelming thoughts, and to sort out some of the things that are happening and the things that I'm struggling with. Movement, going for a walk or doing a little bit of stretching increases blood flow within the body, and it helps move energy, right? Sometimes opening space for new things to come in. So sometimes we feel stuck or unmotivated because of stagnant energy. We're actually not allowing our physical body to move and do things, and therefore we create these blocks. Our mental, our physical, it's all connected. You've heard me say this before if you've been here a while. It's all connected, and what we do in one area impacts another. Journaling, so writing, what is bothering me? What is weighing on me? How do I feel? And just letting that out onto paper, so I can reflect on it. I can decide what's true and what is my mind getting in my own way, because it does. And rest. So allowing time to rest and relax and taking pressure off, giving my body a little extra time to repair and replenish itself can do wonders. Waking up with a fresh day ahead with a clear mind can be just what I need to feel inspired again. So sometimes it's not about pushing through something versus walking away and letting it go for a brief period of time so that you can evaluate and think and reflect and then come back with a new perspective maybe, or new thoughts around this thing, or maybe you let it go altogether. Maybe you're realizing it's not something that needs to be in your life, and that's okay too. So there is much more that I could add to this list, but I will save that for another day. These are just some simple actions that bring me clarity and focus, which then helps me feel more inspired and motivated, and I get out of that place of being stuck. So I actually called this, try this for better mood and energy, and that's what this feeling stuck is. It's being kind of in a funky mood, not really being able to explain what's going on or why, and your energy is just kind of low and not real uplifted or excited about anything that's happening. And I know that I'm not the only one that goes through this. So what do you do when you're feeling uninspired or stuck? Maybe try one of these things. Maybe find a guided meditation to listen to, or reach out if I can support you in that, because there are lots and lots of options. Give one of the other things a try. Try a couple of things. This is your toolbox, is what I like to call it. What are the things I can do when this fill in the blank happens? So having these tools, these techniques available, knowing to turn to them when we need them is probably the biggest key of all, because otherwise we really can stay in this place feeling frustrated and unmotivated and discouraged, really is a good word for it. So I invite you to consider these techniques, look to them when you are feeling like this, and I hope that this is helpful to you.